It's not a tumor.
Say what again?
Go to the coast, we get together, have a few laughs.
Welcome to the Rodri. I'm Andy.
Hi, I'm Paulie, and this is episode 1.
Yeah, number 1.
Now, I'm
So
excited,
fun.
but prior to this conversation, prior to this very first episode, if you don't mind me divulging, you mentioned you were anxious, you were nervous. Now, coming from someone that's performed in front of people as a musician, playing live music.
This is weird. It's different because you don't see your audience. See, when you're on stage, you know if they don't like you because you can see it. You can see that they don't like you. But here, you don't know. You actually don't know. So everything you do is just literally like a toss of the coin. It's a pun. And with comedy, it's like, oh, well, this is what I think is funny. This is what makes me laugh. But will other people find that funny?
Let me ask you a question on performing very quickly. When you have sensed the crowd is turning on you, what do you do? Can you get them back? Can you
yeah, straight away.
Okay, so discuss that. Discuss that with me.
If it would happen when I was playing with a band, it was a little bit more difficult. But if I was playing solo and I was just me playing guitar and singing or whatever, it was very simple. What I'd start doing is I'd actually start changing the lyrics up of the song, and I'd start singing about the people and singing about the fact that they're actually ignoring me. And they'd start laughing and they'd start paying attention to me. And then I'd finish the song and then I'd have a chat to the audience and they'd talk back and they'd be able to tell me. I'd be like, hey guys, I've lost your attention. That's all right. I'm sorry. It's my bad. What do you guys want to hear? What is it? And then they would turn around. They go, no, well, look, sorry, actually, we wanted to hear something a bit more upbeat, or we wanted to hear this, or. And so then I was able to, provide them with what they wanted. But when you're doing this online stuff, it's different,
Well, just quickly on that, how did you first get up? I mean, you obviously didn't start in front of thousands of people. How did you get there? Like, I know you were performing at school when we attended school together. But obviously that's a huge thing. I've never performed, done a speech, public speaking. Most people are terrified. How do you overcome that fear?
It's my alter ego. I've become an alter ego when I'm on stage. It's like a different me. I love it. I love it. I'm nervous as shit beforehand.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just was there. It was just always there. I used to be called Sergeant Stomper when I first started because I had a haircut like I was from the army, right? Because it was like short and short back and sides, and because I was new, I'd be like stomping my foot on the ground to keep the beat. And so people would just nickname me Sergeant Stomper, right? And that was when I first started playing live. And so it took me a while to actually kind of find the groove and kind of relax whilst I was playing and have a little bit more fun with it. But that came with, like anything, it just comes with time. I mean, the more you do it,
consistency,
the more you enjoy it. Yeah, and then when you do things like when you include the crowd, I think that's what really was the thing. I mean, I was in a great band and we played great music and we included the crowd, and we always tried to stretch the boundaries. And when you do cover gigs, you try, if you're doing a solo, do the solo the way it's done on the CD. You know what I mean? Like if you're playing Beat It, don't do a random solo. You got to do the solo to beat it. You know what I mean? So it's those sort of things are very simple, so you know what to do with those. But online, you just literally
can we maybe try and take some of those lessons from that era and apply them here? And what I'd like to suggest is, if anyone is watching this, what would you like Andy and I to talk about? Because you want the audiences. Tell us what you want us to talk about.
Because we'll be honest, and we'll be and clean and
a
watchable.
bit of background so that you get the opinions and where we're coming from. You're based in which state?
Well, I'm in Queensland now, but I grew up and I'm born and bred Sydney.
Sydney
I'm
boy?
a Sydney boy, born and bred, and like inner west from inner west from the adulthood.
Yeah.
My whole life. Yeah, I just recently moved up to Queensland because of other issues.
Yeah, which we won't get into.
We'll get into another time. Yeah.
We can get into another time. Comment below if you want to hear about Andy's other issues.
Why I moved to Queensland. Yeah.
For myself, I moved here to Western Australia in about 2001. Spent about 10 years in Sydney, and prior to that, grew up in Bathurst. So you've got a diverse background here from both of us here. Now, how do we know each other? I guess we'll go into that real quick. A bit of origin story here.
First of all, we went to the same school together, to begin with, and
out of how many?
Your mother was out of 200.
In
200 students in each year, in our year, just 1 year, just so year 7 alone.
Over 1,200.
That's a lot of people.
And all boys, all boys
too are horrible. And we had to wear those dumbass straw hats from the 1920s, 100 years ago. Those.
Definitely have to get into some Boda Chronicles later on. Oh, the Boda Chronicles is an episode.
The amount of them I threw on train tracks. Oh, jeez.
All were thrown to be thrown.
Yeah, so we went to school together. Not only that, but Paul's beautiful mother was my music teacher, and she changed my life. Like she was like, she was, you've got that one teacher at school that makes you go to school. That was his mum. That's
beautiful words, man. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm not paying you, but I need to pay you for saying something that beautiful about her. Thank you so much. We won't keep this episode too long, but give Andy a comment. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all the rest. And we'll be dropping episodes.
Laugh of our lifetimes.
Laugh of our lifetimes. What are your other accounts?
Just Laugh of our lifetimes.
Yep. And
Laugh of our lifetimes. Andy's music is a separate project at the moment, so just Laugh of our lifetimes. Yeah.
We'll have to have a chat about Andy's music at some point as well.
Yeah. I can talk about that. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this has been a good first episode. Is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah. No, nothing. Just that the 10 minutes is up.
People, is we want to try and just do a run of episodes just to get these shows getting regular, so we've got regular content for you, and we figure get them at a decent time so you try and watch the whole thing through before we start dropping 40-minute episodes or even longer. Look,
I've got ADHD, so I don't think you keep my attention for that long.
Right. Well, we're both busy. We've got both busy lives. You've got a fiance, so it's yeah. But bro,
wife.
A wife. Oh yeah. So correction. Sorry. That was sorry. Misspoke there. Sorry, Miss Rogers. Sorry. Andy, please don't. You see a photo of Andy beating me with the guitar, it was because of that exchange just there, and I'm deeply sorry. All right, so I would like to thank you for having me on your show, and I look forward to joining you for episode 2.
No, thanks for chatting. I mean, it's been nice. It's been a nice little chat.
It's not a tumor.
Say what again?
Go to the coast, we get together, have a few laughs.